Hello everyone, I'm back. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain you Class 6 NCERT Geography 6th chapter, Major Landforms of the Earth. So, in this chapter, mainly we will be knowing about three major landforms, that is the mountains, plateaus and plains. That is we are going to discuss in this chapter. Generally, landforms means there are many like mountains, hills, plateaus, plains, islands and many more. Now, I'm going to explain this chapter to you. So, have you ever thought what is the difference between a hill and a mountain? So, hills are generally the structures which rise above the surrounding area. But if a hill is 600 meters more than that of the surrounding area, then we call it as a mountain. Generally, in Earth, the top layer is the lithosphere. We know it in the previous chapter. It consists of rocks. Okay, now. So, there are two processes which will happen on the Earth. Internal process and external process. Internal process. Internal process leads to the upliftment and sinking. Upliftment and sinking of the Earth's surface. Next is the external process. This external process leads to wearing down and rebuilding. So, wearing down and rebuilding is nothing but erosion and deposition process. So, this is about the internal process and external process. So, actually what happens, what are the agents which help for this upliftment, sinking, erosion, deposition? That are the agents which help are ice, wind and water. Okay, now let's get into our topic. The first major landform we are going to discuss is mountains. Mountains have a natural elevation with a small summit and a broad base. So now you see, so mountains are actually they are a natural elevation with a small summit and a broad base, and they are generally higher than the surrounding areas and they are very cold. They are generally higher than the surrounding area and very cold. So next point is they contain glaciers. Glaciers means rivers of ice. Okay. So some examples of mountains are the Himalayas in Asia, Alps in Europe and Andes in South America. What is a range? Range is a set or a pattern of the mountains continuing for over more than 1000 kilometers or 100 kilometers. Now, I will say you about the different types of the mountains. There are three different types of the mountains. That is the fold mountains, block mountains and the volcanic mountains. The fold, block and the volcanic mountains. The Himalayas, these Himalayas in Asia and Alps in Europe. So these both are old fold mountains. And Aravalli in India, Appalachians in North America, Urals in Russia. These are young fold mountains. These are the young fold mountains with rugged relief and high conical peaks. These are old fold mountains which have been formed many years ago. So now block mountains. So in the block mountains they happen due to the process of upliftment and sinking. So when the land is uplifted, that part is called as horst, and when it is sink, that is called as Darben. So example for block mountains is in the Rhine Valley, the Aussiges mountain in the Europe. And coming to the volcanic mountains. So in the volcanic mountains, the volcanic activity will be more, so that type of mountains. So Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujiama in Japan. So Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, Mount Fujiama in Japan. So these are the fold, block and volcanic mountains. So this is about mountains. Now we will know about the uses of the mountains. Use of mountains. Mountains are known as the storehouse of the water. They help in the irrigation, electricity purposes and tourists. Also help for the cultivation. Next, plateaus. Now we are going to discuss about plateaus. So the plateaus are what? They are flat topped tablelands. Example is the Deccan Plateau in India, East African Plateau in Africa and in the Western Plateau in Australia. Next, the Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau with a height ranging from 4,000 to 6,000 meters. And these plateaus are very rich in mineral deposits. For example, the East African Plateau is rich for gold and diamond. Chotnagpur Plateau is rich in coal, iron and manganese. And these plateaus also contain the waterfalls like Kundru Falls on the river Subarnarekha and Jog Falls in Karnataka. And these plateaus are famous for the black soil and they are very fertile and they are a rich source of the tourist attractions. So that is about the plateaus. So next we will move to the plains. So plains are the flat lands which are formed by the deposits of the river. For example, the famous plains are in Asia and North America. In Asia, we can say India. In India, the Ganga and Brahmaputra plains and the plains formed by river Yangtze in China. So these plains have opportunity for more cultivation and they are fertile so that we can transportation is easy. The flat land, right? Transportation is easy and cultivation, growth of crops, irrigation, everything will be possible in these plain areas. So for example, the Indo-Gangetic plains in the India. So that is why these plains are thickly populated regions of the world. Now coming to the landforms and people. The landforms and the people. So we people use the landforms in different ways for constructing buildings, roads, schools, and we have invented many things from old times to present, from earlier times to present. So we are using it, but in some times there will be natural calamities like earthquake, volcanoes, so that we face a lot of problems and many difficulties. But the natural calamities and the nature is balanced, but we are doing some destruction to our mother earth by cutting the trees and releasing smokes by the vehicles. So that are the things what we are doing. So these all can be avoided by creating awareness, and we can also get preparedness for the natural calamities by getting awareness about it. So awareness is the most important thing which everyone have to get it. So next, now if we do not do more pollution and reduce that pollution, then we can maintain the balance between the resources and the nature and us. So, and it is also our duty to make the earth a better place for the future. So there are some methods like we can use the CNG vehicles and we can use bicycles for small distances, and there are many ways. So this is about this chapter, major landforms of the earth. I hope you liked the video and make sure you will click the bell icon for the next videos. In the next video, I will be teaching about the 7th chapter, the physical divisions of the India. We will be getting to know about it. Thank you.